Mother Nature. She's so clever. Obviously, she doesn't want the human race to die out, so she has to kind of create, whether we like it or not, a kind of mood or something. Your body's saying to you, you know, have sex now, because this is when you're going to maybe get pregnant and have children. And I think that's Mother Nature's way. And I think she's more than clever in that... I don't know about you lot, but... towards the end of my 30s... Are we all there yet?
No.
Are you there yet?
I'm nearly there yet. I'm knocking on the door.
Neither me. What are you laughing at?
Towards the end of my 30s, I did go kind of completely mad. You know, and I've always been, up until recently, quite a sexual creature. And up to the end of my 30s, I was absolutely like a mad woman.
No.
Anything that moved. I actually think that is Mother Nature's way of saying, look, your time's running out and your childbearing years are nearly over. You better get one in. And I did. Actually, I think she might have a point. I don't think there's any point in, you know, pretending that you fancy someone if you don't. Do you know what I mean? You know, so why not go... I'd say cut the flirting out and just say, come on then. Do you know what I mean? Just get on with it.
No,
flirting is just a waste of time. And I think it's, you know, people in relationships who flirt with other people, I think it's so disrespectful and rude, and it makes me very, very cross. And people who say it's OK, I think are completely wrong.
I agree with that, but I think flirting's exciting.
If you're single.
It's sexy, yeah, it's lovely.
If someone flirts with you, do you actually believe them?
Why shouldn't I?
It's all right for Labour to stand up there, or Gordon Brown to stand up there and say, now, oh, we've got to protect our borders. But it was this government that actually lost control of them. You know, they stopped embarkation rules in 1998, and they got into power in 1997. Now they're saying everybody is going to be inconvenienced. I'm completely with Jane, even though, Jane, you are a total contradiction, because, you know, you love CCTV, you love ID cards, you love... Oh, but now you're going to be late for your plane, you're not interested.
No,
you know?
no, what I am objecting to is, you see, I do believe that we should have identity, but with a fingerprint or an eye, so we know that you are definitely that person. Because nobody... there's so many frauds about now. You don't know who is sat next to you. You don't even know your enemy.
How is answering 53 rather, you know, useless questions, how is that going to detect anybody getting onto a plane? The thing is about terrorism and terrorists is they're enormously clever. They're, you know, they're bordering on genius, evil genius. And the fact is, if you say, right, we're going to protect this building with a barrier, we're going to do this, well, they're not going to go there, are they? They're going to find somewhere else.
Isn't it weird that you go into a hairdresser, quite a feisty, independent, quite outspoken, strong woman, they cut your hair in a way that you absolutely hate, and you know you'll burst into tears the minute you come out. They hold up a mirror and you go, oh, yeah, it looks lovely.
Yeah,
it's brilliant.
Yeah.
I mean, we all do it. I find that so strange.
But why not? Why don't you say, oh, my God, you've ruined
but
my
I never
hair?
would.
Yeah, well,
because I find them quite scary.
I've had many, many haircuts like that. I mean, I had the most horrendous perm done once.
Yeah, we just saw it.
And, you know, and I did go out and cry, and it was raining, and they said, do you want to borrow an umbrella? I said, no, I'll be fine, because I wanted to go out and get really wet. But you don't... I didn't say, oh, it's awful, because you just think, well, they've ruined it. What are they... I don't want them to try and fix it.
The driver who was taking me home, he decided to get into a race with a white van, and we were going down this sort of bypass down towards my house, 95 miles an hour, and I was sitting in the back.
Oh, that's
and you know, you do
right.
that girl thing of going... I was like, oh, and he'd cut him up for the one, and it just kind of burst out of me before I just said, will you please stop doing that? I've got my mother, I've got to get home. and he looked at me in the rearview mirror and then went at 30 miles an hour the rest of the way home, and I was nearly crying by the time we got back. It was awful.
I've had one of those. I was in a taxi the other day, and he was driving along, texting, and he was on, you know, on the lane that goes fast. What's that called? The fast lane.
That's the one.
Hey, I'm there. You don't have to clap.
I can't see the point in spending a lot of money on toilet paper. Because
because
when
you don't bother.
Well, I do bother.
You do bother.
But you can get 4 rolls for 40p in my local shop. And I get, no, but just think what you do with it. If you just throw it down the toilet, what's the point of spending £2
I like
on
to
the
be
toilet?
kind to myself in that
You're
department.
mad.
The thing that gets me is
that, like you were saying, that there was a shampoo that had lemons in it. A lot of these sort of penny-pinching ideas are actually quite expensive. I mean, lemons are quite expensive. But that's not penny-pinching. So use fresh lemons instead of a cheap shampoo. I can't understand that.
Which costs 50p.
I read one. This is one that might interest you, actually, Carol.
Go on,
One with your
what?
penny pinching and yet fashionable ways.
Yeah.
I read, this is serious, in a woman's magazine only the other week, that you can make a cleaning tabard for when you're doing your household chores. Don't go and buy one. Sew two old towels together.
Oh, I love a deep voice, especially with an accent. Oh, I do like that. But no, I like the deepness. Although I am surrounded mainly by men with very high voices, but that's a different story.
What kind of accent? Do you mean a foreign accent or a regional accent around Britain?
Any accent. I quite like an accent. I like a guttural sound, but I like it very deep.
Okay.
So does Barry White.
I mean the voice. You dirty lot! I like a deep voice.
And I'm reliably informed that Jane still likes it deep and guttural. We're going to take a quick break, but in the meantime, here are a few festive folk to wish you well.
Hey everyone, just like to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hi to all you loose ladies, just want to wish you a happy Christmas and a very, very nice New Year.